People leave jobs all the time. There's challenges that they face in the job and they say, you know what, this is not the place for me anymore. And there's a place for that. It's just that right now we're in a challenging economy. This is a tough time to be leaving a job. So the question is, do I really leave the job right now? Do I leave that paycheck? Do I leave that potential opportunity for more, even if it feels like I don't have any opportunity? What if other people are quitting, and what if you are the one who can figure out, with the challenges that do exist in that current job, what if you're the one that can figure out how to navigate through those challenges, stay at that job, and actually get promoted? Let's look at 3 ways. First, the number one reason people leave jobs, hands down, is the boss. That has been that way for a long time, and the research still shows that's still number one. Someone has a poor relationship with their boss. They feel like their boss doesn't like them. They feel like their boss doesn't give them the great projects, that their boss isn't helping them grow, that the manager isn't helping them figure out a path for growth there at the company. And so they don't see an alternative but to quit. But is it the only alternative? Here's 3 things to consider. Number 1, can you make yourself irresistible to your boss? Can you make yourself incredibly easy to manage? Can you find out ways to make your boss look good? Can you make yourself someone that your boss says, I got to keep them around? Secondly, what does your boss want? What does your boss need? If you're someone who can identify those things, figure those things out, and help your boss get their needs met, again, they're going to want to keep you around. And by keep you around, if that means to give you a raise, if that means to help you grow there, if you've made yourself that irresistible, if you've made yourself someone who helps them get what they want and get what they need, then those things are possible. The third thing you might consider, and this is a challenging one, I've had clients come to me. I remember the first client that ever told me this and said, my boss, kind of a tough person. Like, I don't really love working for this person, and I actually don't like the way they treat me. And so this person, we talked through communication and some different ways and some different tactics that she could use. And she actually spoke up and she stood up very appropriately, but she stood up to her boss. And from that day, she said, the boss still talked to everyone else that way, but not her. Not her. She gained her boss's respect. So there's a time to up the ante, keep it professional. You got to really think through your crafting of how you deliver those messages. And if it's the right time, if you're ready to do that, etc. And of course, consider the consequences. So that's a different conversation. But there are times you speak up, you step up, you actually get that respect. And then the boss is saying, this is someone that I could actually work with. They're going to represent the department. They're not going to take no for an answer from the customer, etc. So instead of quit, become irresistible to your boss. Be their champion. Be the person that helps them get what they want or what they need. When it's the right time, the right person, the right place, the right situation, craft your words, speak up. Second, a big reason why people quit their job is lack of career growth opportunity. They feel like there's really nowhere for me to go here and I'm not growing and I want to grow in my career, and rightly so. Of course, the problem is they've logged that time, they've earned their reputation, maybe there's trust built, and now they're going to have to start from scratch somewhere else, and it might take them longer to grow. So look, if there's truly no growth, I coached someone who was working for a global company, but working in a very small geographical market and was not willing to move. There really was nowhere to go, nowhere at all. And so if that's the case, if that's what you're facing, yeah, you either live with it or you quit. But if it's not the case, 2 options. Number 1, find a mentor. Find someone within the organization, sometimes outside of the organization, but more often in the organization, that has some wisdom for you, that can help you to navigate and figure out, why isn't there career growth, and what could you potentially do to get a door open, a seemingly unopenable door, to get it open. Find someone who can help you navigate those waters before you give up altogether. And secondly, find a way to make yourself absolutely indispensable, that they need you and they need to keep you. And so if they're going to keep you, that there's got to be a growth path for you. How do you make yourself indispensable? Well, maybe you lean on a skill that you have, but you haven't really brought out yet, or you grow a certain skill that they really need to have there and that other people don't have. Or maybe you come up with an innovation, or you develop your own innovative sense, and you help make that place better. You help make the workflow better. You help make the processes better. Who knows what it is? Or you make yourself someone who the customers, it's absolutely got to be you. And so, what are they going to do, and what's it worth to them when you have that level of value to them, that level of unique value to them? What's it going to take for them to keep you around? In your book, it's going to be growth and career growth. So, hey, rather than leaving because there's no path, look at, is there somebody who can help me navigate this process? Is there someone who can give me advice? And how do I make myself indispensable? Third, one of the biggest reasons people leave their jobs is the money, especially in a challenging and tough economy like this. And you may be in that situation right now. You're looking at your bills stacking up, and you're looking at your bank account go down. You're looking at the prices of things on the shelves and asking yourself, well, are there cheaper eggs I could buy? I thought I was already buying the cheapest ones. So it's a challenging time. And it's important to be able to make the income that is going to support yourself and support your family. So if the money is truly not there at your job, and you have verifiable data that tells you that like they're scraping the bottom, then yeah, maybe it's time to quit and go look elsewhere. On the other hand, maybe it's time to go and to make your case. Make your case why you're the one who should be getting that next raise, getting that next promotion. Both. And 3 steps to doing that. Number 1, go in and make your case of what you've done, what you have accomplished, the impact it's having, like why it matters, what you've done and why it matters to the department, to the company, to their bottom line. Secondly, you're going to look at laying out your plan to keep doing that, your plan to continue to add value and to add more value. Show them that you've thought it through. You've got a plan for that. And then third, bring in some data, bring in some benchmark data about how people in your type of role who are performing at the level that you are and bringing the kind of value that you are where you should be, and that it's time to get to that next level. You lay out those 3 steps. You are well on your way to making a really solid and effective case that it's time to bump up your income. These are the kinds of things I work on with clients in the Career Accelerator. So if you're interested, if you want more information, click on the link below and watch my free webinar and get tips and get strategies for growing your career and getting that next promotion. And book a call with me so we can talk it through and I can see how I can support you to get to that next level.